So my surroundings look somewhat familiar, and then somewhat not. A gas grill, little, my feet are up, condo in the background. Look, I took a bath. I got the dirt out of my toenails. That's like huge. I thought the dirt was there forever. But anyway, yes, yesterday worked. I was able to do it. It's a miracle. Honestly, I don't know. I'll tell you about it. I want to tell you about yesterday. So I don't know if I mentioned that my husband and I own a condo in Bartlett, New Hampshire. And we use it for short-term rentals, vacation rentals. So it's an income property. And I told my husband, do not book it for me. Because there was really no telling when I was going to exactly get here. I said, but if it happens to be available and no one has booked it, then quick book it. And, maybe I could spend a night or two or whatever. And so it was free. And then my son and daughter-in-law said they were going to bring my grandson and my granddaughter up to go to Storyland. And he said, is there any way that you can be in Glencliff by Friday night? And I said, like I said yesterday, you had me a granddaughter, So yesterday was, I still can't, I got done and my husband picked me up at the trailhead and I'm driving and I go, I can't believe I just did this today. It is a record all the way around. So I left at 6:09. It was a 13-hour day. That's a record. It was just shy of 6,400 feet of elevation gain, 6,399.6, and 23.7 miles. It was hard, and I don't ever want to do it again. I will never do it again. Please don't ever make me do it again. Anybody, please, grandchildren, do not make me do this again. They didn't make me do anything. Anyway, you know what I said? It was because I didn't want it to go any later than 7. 7:30 was like okay, if it has to. And only because I wouldn't be pitching a tent, right? I wouldn't be setting up camp. I wouldn't be making my own dinner. I wouldn't be doing all the things. So I said, if, my husband's going to pick me up at a trailhead, then I can go to the very last second, right? Like, when would I normally be done with all my chores if I stopped at an ideal time? Well, that would be 7:30, 8 o'clock. But I didn't want to be in the woods because when I'm at a shelter or whatever, there's open sky, like right here, right? There's open sky. So you still get the daylight. But when you're in the depths of the woods, there's no open sky. So 7:30, 8 o'clock can be very dark. Of course, I have my headlamp. I just didn't want to be still trying to get out of the woods. Plus, it's a very long day. You know what I said? So I'm in the car and I said, this was like being in a race. Actually, I think I said it. I'll tell you what happened. So my husband has now officially 3 times walked with me on trail. Oh, there's mosquitoes here too. I didn't want to be inside and be yapping. My husband's trying to sleep, so I thought I would. These stupid bugs. Okay, I didn't want to be inside yapping, so I came out here, but I may have to go inside. So my husband has met me 3 times on trail now. I said, honey, you're a section hiker. You should just keep this going. He's like, yeah. But he met me up the trail because he got there before I reached the trailhead. So he was walking out. I see him in the woods and I'm like, oh my gosh, hey. I told him as we were walking out of the woods, it was like I was in a race. It was race day yesterday. It was like race day because there was no stopping. It was all go, 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 go. I would meet other section hikers or section hikers, day hikers, other through hikers. And I'd be like, hey, how are ya? Have a great hike. Bye. There was no being friendly. There was no conversation yesterday. I had to stop and get water 2 or 3 times. I'm just being real with you here. I don't like to really share the gross and ugly with you, but just being real, something went wrong. I had to dig 5 cat holes yesterday. What the? Of all days. I was literally on the 3rd one going, I don't have time for this. I'm like, what? And I was trying to think, okay, the night before I ate one of my meals, because Neil brought up some of my meals. It was put together, clean hands, in a clean kitchen. What? This is the 2nd time one of my meals, and I got not feeling well the next day. Although I think the first time I got some kind of bug, because it was more nausea than yesterday. It was just like God knows what it was. But you know what the common denominator of those 2 meals was? instant rice. I ain't doing no more instant rice. I don't know what it is about instant rice or in anything at all. It's just a coincidence. But nope, nope. Tried that twice, not doing it. So had that, but it was just go, go, go. And I was never able to let up on the speed. Just go. So Smarts Mountain. That is friggin' ridiculous. That is so steep and long. And I told you, I had just told Hey You that there were no, I don't remember the mountains being steep in New Hampshire. And you know what? My hand is falling asleep. I'm going to see if this will work. Oh, I hope I didn't just turn it off. Let's see. No, it's still ticking. So, hopefully my arm isn't like, here, we'll do it this way. Yeah, my hand is numb. Wow. Okay, so, Smarts Mountain was horrible. Then I had to make it up Cube Mountain. You know that. Cube North. I wanted to let you know, we didn't actually have to go on that. I walked by a spur. I said, today, of all days, nope, don't need to go see the view off of North Cube. So walked right by that spur. Kept going. Then I had like 10 miles till I would get to the summit of Mount Mist, which was the only other mountain yesterday. But of course, this is the Whites area. There were all these ups and downs in between. Of course there was, right? So anyway, that elevation gain had to come from somewhere. So it was just every time I got to, an incline, a mountain, a climb, I would just charge, go. And then coming down, I'm just like, go, go, go. It was race day yesterday. And there was no stopping, no breaks, just go. And I ate like crazy. I filled my hip pouch. I knew I was going to go through. I knew with that kind of elevation gain, I would go through a lot of food. So I was just chowing all day. And probably why I had to stop so many times for water. Although it was so humid. Oh, yeah, let me tell you about the weather. So it was so humid. I was dripping in sweat. I put my bandana on my head because I thought, I'm sick of wiping my face. I want to just catch it with my bandana. So I wore my bandana instead of my hat. I was still sweating down my face. I was using my hat to wipe my face. And then it just started pouring. The skies opened up. The trail was completely flooded. I think I walked into the storm because the trails were way too flooded for the amount of water that rain that I had experienced. So there was no avoiding it. My sneakers are soaked. So I'm walking through the puddles. I'm walking through the rain. And the next thing you know, just as weird as it came, it left, right? Put my umbrella away. I'm still soaked. I'm starting to dry though. But my pack is soaked, everything's soaked. The rocks are slippery, the roots are slippery, there's mud everywhere now. Thank you so much, right? And just as I'm starting to dry, it opens up again and pours again. I was like, okay, here we go. Again, nothing unusual for being out on the trail, but why on this day, right? I'm trying to be fast here. And when the rocks get slippery, you're not fast on the rocks. And the roots, I have slipped twice. I have fallen. I fell the other day. I probably forgot to mention that. I actually fell the other day because I stepped on a wet root and went right down. It's just that. So roots, rocks, mud, it's all going to slow you down. I'm like, wow. Well, it's irrelevant. It was race day. When you have race day mentality, it's just go, go, go. There's no quitting. There's no DNF. There's no not finishing. You know what I mean? Besides, I'm like, I'm getting a day off tomorrow because I'm taking a 0 now. And I'm taking a 0 at the nicest hostel on this. No, it's not a hostel. Of course, it's not a hostel. I don't think the condo association would allow that. But anyway, it is beautiful. So it's kind of late. I'm hoping to go to breakfast at my favorite place, which is Sunrise Shack. If you're ever up in this area, the Bartlett area, North Conway, maybe it might be a little far. I don't know. I don't know where it sits compared to North Conway. All I know is it's my favorite. It's called Sunrise Shack. It is my absolute favorite breakfast spot here in this area. So last night I said, can we go to Sunrise Shack? Oh, and my husband, wow, he's so amazing. So I get in the truck and I'm talking about dinner. Like, what do you want to do for dinner? And he goes, here, I brought you a care package. In it is the chicken salad with the walnuts and the cranberries? Chicken salad on a bulky, right? Onions and lettuce, because I don't care for tomatoes on it. And hot peppers, which I love, banana peppers. He brings me a quart of milk. and 2 homemade. There's this place called the Underground Bakery or something. Amazing. Oh, I got to show you what else he bought. 2 whoopie pies. So in the car, he has a quart of milk, 2 whoopie pies from this bakery, and a chicken salad sandwich. Because I got in that car at 7. If by the time we got to we were 90 minutes from the condo. By the time we got to a restaurant and sat and ate, and I certainly was in no mood to be sitting in a restaurant. I was thinking at best takeout. But by all that happened, it would be like 9, 10 o'clock. I'm like, oh my gosh, honey. Like he thought of that, right? Spoiled rotten. Honest to God, spoiled rotten. Anyway, so now I'm just trying, like, and then, I shower. Oh, I took a bath. That's how the toes are clean, because I took a bath, not a shower. And then just vegged on the couch for the rest of the evening. We were watching a show. I don't know. It was just on. I don't even know. It was something like Trainwreck or something. I don't know what channel it's on. Maybe Netflix. I don't know. And some Trainwreck show. And I hear him fiddling with the clicker, and I go, oh, I'm just listening. He goes, well, it's a new show. Are you listening to that? And I go, oh, I guess I fell asleep. He goes, yeah. So I went to bed. And then I woke up first, and I don't even know if we had coffee here, so I just dug through my bag and got out my instant coffee, but it works. Anyway, that was yesterday. I met some folks, but like I said, I wasn't able to really, I didn't chat. I was kind of not super friendly yesterday, just, hey, how are you? Have a great hike, and boom, gone. But yeah, and now I'm going to roll, because I know I have a grid roller here somewhere. I'm going to roll out my legs today. I'm going to do a few of the hostel things that I would normally do. I got to tell you also, okay, I'm not going to dwell on this too much, but I will make a separate video, because my Sawyer filter is working like it's brand new now. I would back flush it, but it didn't change the flow much. And then I don't even know why I did this, but I started rinsing it. And maybe this is part of the steps and I never read it. You don't read the directions until after you broke it, and then you figure out how to put it together, but whatever. That's my MO. So I rinse it. Like, I'll just have to show you. I can't believe how much dirt and leaves and detritus came out of that filter. So it's flowing like it's brand new now. I don't know why I even just got on that. But yesterday, I was commenting in my head, thinking in my head that, wow, at least my filter is moving fast for me today. Anyway. All right, so I'm going to go, because hostile things, I'll probably try to back flush it a little more. But anyway, it's going to be a great day, and I'll share some of it with you. Yep, a 0 day with Trinity. All right, well, have a wonderful day, everyone, and we'll talk again soon. Bye, bye, bye. Okay, I guess I'm not done with you yet. There was one other thing I wanted to tell you. Is like, you're probably thinking, where did you get those clothes you're wearing? You only see the top, but I had to show you, like, these are, because we didn't know this was going to happen. I honestly didn't know this was going to happen. Initially, my husband told me it was booked, but that was like a week before and a week after. I don't know. It just happened to land properly, but whatever. Perfectly. But so these, look at this. Look at what I'm wearing. It's like worse than, I said, oh, it's like loaner clothes, only it's worse. I don't know if they put this kind of thing in loaner clothes, but it's, I don't know if you could see. These clothes are here, so when I'm painting or touch-up painting or whatever, I have something to wear. And so I'm like, oh, I have stuff I can put on that's not my my grubby gear while it's being washed. It's like, yep, so here's my loaner clothes at my wonderful hostel. See, we got everything here. All right, see you. Here's Sunrise Shack. It's packed, so I'm not sure if we're going to be able to stay. But I love it here. Look at this. It's so cute. It does look like a shack, right? Oh, there's Sunrise Shack. Look at it. Sunrise Shack. What you want? Because see, over here, it says, please check in at the hostess window, thank you. And then over here, what you want? And then over here, here's your grub and all the fixings, probably for coffee. Oh, we're getting right in. Woo, getting right in. Woohoo. Show it to you when we get in. Okay. Give you a quick sweep of the place. Oh, it's packed, and it should be packed because it's amazing. I love it here.
Love you. Very good.
Anyway.
I think it'll be probably about 15-20 minutes. I'm gonna get you in, and I'll give you
Nothing to see here. Check the other board. And this is one of my favorites right here. I think the world where chickens can cross the river having their motives. Hysterical. Okay. And they serve beer at breakfast. Crazy town. All right, time to sit down and order my meal.
Good job, Nye. Is this fun?
Where are you taking us?
Where are we going? Are we going this way? Okay. Can you tell us what we're looking at?
Here's the Xander. Gonna wave to Xander. Over there to the left. Right over there. See? There's Mommy and
Hey,
Xander.
hands on the wheel. Hands on the wheel. She said we're looking at squirrels. What else do we see? Turn this way. Oh yeah, we're looking at this, everyone. What else are we looking at? Ooh, there's a bridge. We're gonna go under a covered bridge. Wow. All right,
Here we go.
go straight. Good job. Whoa. Bumpy road ahead, it says. Bumpy road ahead. Boom, 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 boom. Whoa.
Oh, he's maxing out the speed. Axel's got the pedal to the metal.
Do we need gas?
This is where you get gas.
I think we have a full tank. Uh-oh, curbs ahead.
Watch out, Nye. We gotta go all the way around this turn, okay? It's a big turn. Turn the wheel this way. Uh-oh. It's gonna be wet.
Oh, more wet.
Here it comes.
Yeah, Mana, there you go. Your turn.
Oh,
Got you wet. He's gonna get Mommy and Daddy next.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, all
Here it
right.
comes. Oh, nice rotation.
Oh,
nice
yeah.
He's gonna get you.
Woo.
Woo! And remember, this is Mommy's favorite
We're getting some good
ride.
spinning.
Your Mommy's favorite ride.
Whoa!
What now?
She's already covering her eyes. Oh, poor girl.
Old-fashioned lemonade in a, a Story Lamb themed cup. Lemonade's $12. Refills are $1 for the whole season. And my granddaughter had the time of her life. So we'll be back, and cheapskate me will make sure I have this cup in hand so I can get another old-fashioned lemonade for $1. And then she'll get the cup. But anyway, you know that I had to get a refill for $1 on the way out the door, on the way out of the park. So yeah, it was an amazing day.